Let me tell you, I'm a real college of knowledge, she said, unable to keep the bitterness out of her voice. I know Jupiter is the 5th planet out from the sun. Khartoum is the capital of the Sudan. There were 2 varieties of Scotch, Highland malts and island malts. Why, I can even spell verisimilitude. But I don't know my own name. Greg stared at her in that disturbing, intense way of his. Your name will come to you. Probably when you least expect it. That's what the doctors told me, she said as he drove into the Kmart lot. Someone will ask me my name, and without thinking, I'll say it. The name will just pop out from wherever it's been hiding. He pulled into a parking place. She couldn't tell what he was thinking now. He had a way of closing himself off that upset her. Why didn't you just leave me in jail? Greg turned off the engine and yanked the keys out of the ignition. Then he gripped the steering wheel with both hands, staring straight ahead. Everyone deserves a break. They were ganging up on you, not giving you a fair chance. So, he had fought for the underdog. That explained a lot. To her, he was special, the only person she really knew. The best man in the world, someone who had saved her life. To him, she was a cause. There was nothing personal in this. She might be an endangered species or a rainforest. She closed her eyes for a second. Right now, she wished she were a rainforest. It sounded cool and green and quiet, and very far away. She let her mind drift for a moment, pretending she were somewhere else. A rush of warm air enveloped her, and she opened her eyes, realizing they'd been closed for a few moments. Greg had opened her door and was waiting for her to get out, Dodger at his side. Inside Kmart, it was cool, the smell of new clothes and popcorn in the air. Children were laughing, running up and down the aisles. It was comfortingly familiar. She had been in Kmart before, but she had never been in jail. Everything about that experience had been terrifyingly new. Noka-oi! Wow! Look at those! 2 teenage girls were pointing at her shoes. The vinyl slippers had Maui PD stamped across them. Greg had been able to rustle up a lab coat that could pass for a dress, but she'd had to borrow the shoes. Way cool, they cooed as Greg guided her down the aisle. She supposed she should be thankful that the girls hadn't recognized her and called her Pele's ghost, and laughed at her. The baseball cap probably helped by hiding most of her hideous hair and shadowing her face. Dodger sprinted ahead of them, then stopped with one paw raised, pointing to the pantyhose display that consisted of 2 cabinets pushed together. What's the matter, boy? Greg halted beside the dog. Is someone under there? He held up one finger, but Dodger didn't respond. Then he held up 2 fingers. Dodger barked once, twice, 3 times. Audie A! She couldn't keep the excitement out of her voice. It's alive! But how big could it be? It was probably a rat or a mouse. Dodger barked 3 more times. A few shoppers stopped to watch. A damp patch of moisture formed on the back of her neck, and she moved closer to Greg. After her experience in jail, she was positive if more than 3 people were near her, she'd reach critical mass and run. But these people weren't interested in her. Dodger had their attention. A man elbowed his way through the group. His Welcome to Kmart badge said his name was Hank, and he was assistant manager. What's going on? Dogs aren't allowed in the store. His officious tone didn't faze Greg.